Hey everyone, it's Will Coleman here, and welcome to Will's Big Kitchen. On this show, we love to show you how cooking can be super fun and easy. On today's show, we're making dinner for two. We're making basil pesto garlic bread and lemon pepper chicken, and to go along with it, I'm making asparagus in the skillet. And to finish this whole meal off, we're having red velvet trifle wine glass cake. How special and amazing is that? Let's start off with our lemon pepper chicken. We have 2 chicken breasts here, one for you and your other half. We're gonna put 1 chicken breast in a Ziploc bag. Put it in your bag. Zip it up. Make sure all the air is out. And while that's in there, we're gonna make our flour mixture to dip our chicken in. Let's get 1 cup of flour. Put a cup of flour in a bowl. Some red pepper, only a pinch. A tablespoon of your lemon pepper seasoning. Use the best kind you can get your hands on. Let's give that a mix. And don't let me forget some sea salt. Perfect. Now, let's get to pounding our chicken. So we have our chicken breast in a sealed tight Ziploc bag. We have our meat pounder. We're gonna use this side right here, not this side. We're looking for a really, really thin chicken. Perfect. As you can see, it doubled its size, and that is exactly what you're looking for. In our pan, we're gonna add some olive oil on medium-high heat. About 4 tablespoons of olive oil will do the trick. Now, let's put some butter in there. And you may be asking, why am I using butter and olive oil? The olive oil is for the burning temperature. It keeps the house from smoking, and that is good. And I'm gonna put butter in there for the flavor. Who doesn't love butter, right? And while that's melting up, we're gonna put our chicken in our flour mixture. And put in our flour. Coat both sides evenly. Get flour everywhere on the chicken. I wish you was here so you can smell this lemon pepper. Toss it all in, get flour all through every piece of the chicken. Get that flour off and just let it stay in there until your butter and oil is melted. Okay, so we coated our chicken and we're gonna put it back on our plate. And let's do the same for our other chicken breast. Let's coat our chicken like we did the first one. We're gonna put our chicken on our plate. And now it looks like our butter and oil is getting perfect now. Now, let's put our chicken in our oil and butter. You're gonna let this just sit there until it starts to sizzle. Looking good. Now our chicken is cooking in our pan. I'll be right back, but when we come back, I'm gonna make my basil pesto bread. See you in a minute. And now our chicken is halfway done, but not quite yet. While that's cooking, I'm gonna make my basil garlic pesto bread. And to start that off, I'm gonna get some basil, because it is basil pesto, right? And I'm gonna get just a bunch of it. Fresh organic basil is always the best way to go. And pesto, of course. All of that off. Perfect. Now let's get a handful of parsley. And 1 green onion. Now a clove of garlic. I'm gonna just crush that and peel it. Boom. Easy as that. Now, get a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add olive oil as we go. So that's not all of the olive oil. Some salt, and a little bit more. 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, let's blend it up in our food processor. Now, some more oil. Blend it up again. We're gonna get a wooden spoon and scrape the sides of it and add some more oil. If you want to add some spice to it, you can add some red peppers to it, but my chicken has spice already. Perfect. Let's get it off the blender. Now let's get our bread that I have. I have a little baby French loaf because it only is dinner for 2. How much bread do you need? We're gonna cut this in half with a bread knife. Be careful. Cut it all the way through. Great. Let's open the loaves. And let's spread our pesto onto each one. Some on the other one. And we're gonna use every last drop of this pesto because it is absolutely amazing. If you want to eat it as is with some chips, just skip out the butter and replace it with all oil. Perfect. Now let's get it in our baking pan. Get some Parmesan cheese. Don't go light on the cheese. Cheese is great. And we're gonna bake this at 375 for about 10 minutes and then crank it up to the broil for the last 30 seconds or so before it can get crusty and the cheese can be even more bubbly. Let's go. Now our French bread is in the oven. Now it's time to make one of my favorite vegetables in the whole entire world, asparagus. And we're gonna cook it in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. I have this asparagus right here. We're gonna cut the ends of it because the ends can be a little bit tough. You don't really want that. Throw those away. And now I have a saute pan right here and I'm gonna put some olive oil in it. And that's on medium heat. put those in the pan with some salt, some pepper. And we're gonna get a lemon, a half only. And we're gonna squeeze our lemon and our asparagus to accompany the lemon pepper chicken. It smells great. Now, as far as our chicken, let's see how it looks. Looking good, it's golden brown, but not quite ready to flip yet. So you're gonna leave that in there for a couple more minutes, about 5 minutes or so, then give it a flip, and I'll be right back. Okay, our bread is done and it's out the oven, and I let it cool. I'm gonna transfer it to a cutting board, and I'm gonna make slices. Now, let's cut our bread to half pieces. Let's plate our bread. 2 pieces for each person. And our chicken is smelling amazing. I really wish he was here. Let's plate our chicken. Now it's time for our beautiful asparagus that we made earlier. Plate that up. Beautiful. A little more. And believe me, you're gonna be fighting for seconds because this Valentine's dinner is gonna be amazing. And you're gonna want more. Oops, one fell. Now that we have everything plated, it's time for desserts. And our main meal looks absolutely delicious. Let's add some basil leaves. Okay, now it's time for the best part of chocolate. We have red velvet cake right here that I'm going to chop up, and this is going to go into our layered cake. Little chunks will be great. This is just store-bought cake, but you can absolutely use homemade cake if you're in the mood for all of that. Okay, now that we have our red velvet chopped up, it's time to make our homemade whipped cream. I have about 4 ounces of whipped cream here that I'm going to pour in this glass bowl. Having a hard time getting it open. Pour it in here. Add a tidbit of sugar for a little bit of sweetness. After all, it is dessert. Give that a mix. We're gonna mix this up until little curds start to show up. We want it to be light and fluffy. It should take about no more than 2 minutes, but we'll see. It depends on how cold your heavy whipping cream is. Now that our whipped cream is almost done, I'm gonna add about 3 raspberries in it to add a really pretty pink color to it. little bit of mess, for example.
Hold on, get.
Perfect. It's really pretty and pink. Now, let's get a spoon so we can layer these wine glasses. See? Perfect whipped cream. We're gonna start off with our raspberry whipped cream at the bottom of our glass. Be careful, you don't wanna make a mess. Add about 2 of our red velvet cakes, some raspberries, and try to get all the things on the side so it can show through the glass. Another dollop of our whipped cream. Some more cake. It's a whole process, and it's just all you're doing is layering. How hard can that be, right? Now all you have to do is make your other wine glass, and you'll be ready for dessert.